guess I wasn't muted. It's a good thing I wasn't talking. Well, thank you for that introduction, Susie, and hello to everybody on the Zoom. I have a fantastic story with my little Teddy, who's asleep beside me over here. Last summer, I was, my daughter was babysitting him because I had gone on a trip. And she called me frantic that he couldn't breathe, and she had to rush him to the vet. And we live in a little small town outside of Edmonton, Alberta. And so they did what they could do there to stabilize him, and they ended up bringing him to a larger veterinary clinic in Edmonton, where they told her that that little Pomeranians and the smaller dogs have really small trachs, and that they collapse. And so his had collapsed, and they weren't sure if they might have to operate on him. So it was a pretty serious thing, and he was very stressed out. And because of that, it was causing more problems. To make a long story short, they were able to stabilize him. He was there for a couple of days, and he came home under conditions not to, get him excited or to take him for walks or to have him out in the heat and those types of things. So he was really restricted. And for these little Pomeranians, they're so bubbly, and they're, how do you settle them down? It's just their nature. So it was about, I don't know, maybe a month later, and I was actually on a Zoom like this with Agia, and my sister was with me, and she was sitting beside me listening to the Zoom, and my Teddy was beside me, not too far from where he is right now. And all of a sudden, just out of the blue, he started to breathe like that again. And I just frantically ran from the Zoom and grabbed him. And I just said to my sister, we have to get to the vet. And I knew that I had to travel into Edmonton because it was at night and our vets out here were closed. And so I thought to myself, I just thought, what if about the card? So I grabbed the Quantum card, and this all happened, I want to say, within about, it was fast. I'll say 10 seconds because that's a long time. And I grabbed this card and I put it, I waved it on his neck, and then I put it on his neck. So the whole total might've been 15 seconds. And I'm telling you, he settled like immediately. His breathing went to absolute normal. He wasn't stressed out. Like when I grabbed him, his eyes were huge. He was just stressed. So I want to just say that, animals, they don't have an opinion. They just are. And it's happened a couple of times since. It happened, it was a week ago this past Friday. So about 10 days ago, it happened again. And my daughter happened to be here, actually, my oldest daughter. And she said, Mom, it's happening again. And so I said, just grab the card. And so she grabbed the card for me. And we again, just waved it around and put it on his neck. And within just a few seconds, he was calm as calm could be. So, having this product around his neck is just going to be life-changing for my Teddy. I just want to say too that last summer, after this happened, and I really wanted to take him for a walk because he's getting a little chubby, and we were able to go for a walk, but I thought, I don't want to do it without the card. I was trying to think of how I could get the card around him. So I put the card on his neck, and hey, I didn't do it really strong or anything, but I put duct tape and I held it on there with duct tape, and we didn't go very far and his fur let go of it. So we had to come back home, but we won't have to do that anymore with this pet product. So I am over the top that we have something like this. And So I'm really appreciative. I really am. And I know a lot of pet owners out there that are going to be as well. So anyway, thank you, Susie. I'll give it back to you, and have a great night, everybody.